G'day guys, Liam Fitzpatrick here. In this session, I got a couple of hours up my sleeve. I'm just heading to the old quarry. You've seen me fish here before. Target species going to be bass, and there's a few tarpon in there. I haven't put the hooks in one yet, but target species going to be bass and tarpon basically. Sun's going down. I'm thinking, how do I give you something a little different? You know, what do I do in this vid just to separate it from some of the others? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown on what thought process, you know, what I go through as I'm rigging up, getting ready for a session. You know, it's pretty basic stuff, but you know, if you new guys getting into fishing, and you know, most fishermen will end up having way too many lures than you'll actually need. So yeah, this is what I do. So I take into account, what's the weather been doing? You know, has it been raining? If it's been raining, you're gonna have a bit of discolored water. Dirty water means you can get away with heavier leaders. Think about where you're going, what your target actually is. Like this time, like I said, tarpon and bass. I know bass, you know, they love a TN60. That's one of my go-to baits. You know, so I'm going to run a TN60. It's winter time. You know, typically we'll get that jerk bite on the edges of lakes and dams and stuff. So I've got a little Norrie's lady. I'm, you know, there for the jerk bait bite. And for the tarpon, I'm just going to fish a little curl-tail grub. Got a little 3-inch Eco Gear Paramax worm. They're tied on. Oh, look how spiky this bastard is. Look at the spikes up on that stuff. Look at them behind me there. They're gnarly. Yeah, so yeah, know your target species. Know what you're going to chase. You know, you can figure out what you're going to be targeting, even if it's new water that you haven't fished before. So I've got a fair idea of what I'm going to throw. Yeah, you just relate that to wherever you're going. You know, like if I'm going brim fishing, same deal. And we're going to have cleaner water. What are the tides doing? If I got big tides, the water could be stirred up. Yeah, bait, summertime, you know, winter time. What's the bait doing? Yeah, so that sort of determines what bait I'm going to have on, what leader I'm going to use. That's cow shit. Oh, I'll just stop here for a second. Yeah, so that's the thought process, you know. What do you think they're going to eat? What's the target species? Where are you fishing for them? You know, like I said, I'm in a little lake today. If you're in the creek, if you're in tidal water, you know, that's all going to determine what leaders you tie on, what baits you're going to use. Yeah, so they're the 3 baits I got tied on for this particular session, you know, tarpon and bass. You know, that TN60, like I said, it's an all-round search bait. I've got the silent tied on, not too much commotion and noise. You know, these fish aren't real fired up, that water is kind of cold. You know, they're a bit slow moving. Yeah, won't spook them, should draw them over, just that subtle vibration. The jerk bait, you know, it's something you can really work and pause, rip, pause, keep it in their face. Same deal if they're not too keen to chase down a bait. And then the tarpon, I'll probably mix it up. I'll try that little single tail grub and maybe go to a little hard body, little crank, yeah, something like that. But that's the baits I got tied on for now. That's my little thought process behind why I've tied them on. And it's going to hit the water. You know, hopefully we get a fish to play the game. All right, we've made it to the water's edge. I'm going to start off throwing for some bass. What I'm noticing is there is a stack of pelicans in here. There is like 20 odd pelicans. The water levels are up. It's up a couple meters since I was in here last. Slightly discolored, like I was saying, you know. You'd have a fair idea on water clarity, you know, if it's been raining or whatnot, but this joint is pretty stirred up, pretty discolored. But I did lighten up the rig. This rig, the TN I've got rigged on 12 pound fluoro. That's my normal 19 pound line, and yeah, a little silent Jackal Brown Dog TN60. So see if we can't raise a bass first, and then as that light drops, we'll try and mess around with some of those tarpon. Must be some good bait in here, you know, to support that many pelicans. They're obviously getting bait. She's deep, but I wouldn't have thought the bass would be relating to the bottom, not out in the middle. Maybe a thermocline, maybe where the bait's hanging, you know, roughly mid-water. But I'm just gonna have to work this bait. Different speeds, different depths. I've got to figure out what they are. I've got them pegged for tarpon, but There's a lot of big mullet cruising around too. I can't get one to bite, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna head over to the rocks. I don't know how I'll be able to navigate it. It's pretty steep. The rocks are gonna hold a bit more heat through winter too, so those steeper rock faces, any of that sort of shallow rock's probably gonna be a bit warmer, so might hold a few bass. That extra water just changes the dynamics. I don't know where these fish are gonna sit, you know, like in the past, I've got one or two off where there was a rock ledge running out in front of me here somewhere. But who knows where they're sitting now. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna fish pretty quick. I just caught the shadow of a big tilapia down there in the corner here. I'm quickly changing the bait I had rigged for tarpon onto a smaller soft plastic. It's just a little 1/6 grass minnow S, 1/6 weight, little tiny placky. There is a massive eel down there now. I don't want that eel, but that tilapia went that way. I'll keep this little bait on for a minute. The tarpon might be interested in it still, and I have had a bit of success catching tilapia on small soft plastics in the past. Yeah, he was just sitting up on this little sandy shelf here, so I'll keep my eyes out. There's probably a chance of getting a sight cast a few more, soaking up some of these sun's rays. Ledge fishing, mate. Bloody bass ledge lord. Just give me a bass now. That's crazy. Look, he's sitting. He's just sitting right there. You're not going to pick that up. Oh, nearly had him. What the hell was that bait? That was a big dark black head. That was a big carp or something, I think. That was big. That was proper large. Oh, it was the shag going after something. Yeah, never mind me. I'm just twitching. Plenty of bait, plenty of food, plenty of activity in here. All right, a little jerk bait, nice laydown, you know. Just got this guy rigged on 15-pound Yamato jigging 8 with a 10-pound leader. Bit of Harris fighter. Jerk baiting is basically getting a rhythm and a cadence. You know, it depends how fast you're going to work it. Typically you'll rip, pause, rip, pause. You just want to get it down to a depth and bump it along, rip it along, let it pause. Usually that big old bass will hit it on the pause, rip that slack out of the line. Awesome take, a jerkbait bite. How good is it getting a ledge to yourself? Not another soul out here on these ledges. Holy hell, look at that. That's what's along all these edges. There are plumes of them down there. I thought it was just blue-green algae. But it is just tiny, tiny bait. Wow. I think it's going to be hard to get a fish to bite when there's that much food around. This mullet dropped the bait right in front of his face. Yep. He ate it. What are you doing, buddy? Big old dopey. Big old dopey. I know what his problem was. I'm fishing for one bite now. I'm telling you, fishing for one bite. I'll give you a look at this bait. I don't know if you pick it up, but like, there's just clouds of bait down here. Like it's just tiniest bait. Here we go. Tilapia. Oh, there's a heap of them down here, man. One there, there's one over the side there. Oh, there's more there. There's huge tilapia in here. Got him in the eyeball, right in the eyeball. There we go, dirty old tilapia. Got him in the face on that little grass minnow S. Obviously noxious species, pest. Got to do the right thing and knock it on the head. I know it's sad, they're a pretty looking fish, you know, but here's what it is. I need a bass, let's get a bass. These ledges, man, it's just gravel and slippery as. Here's one the eagles had prepared earlier. Just eat the guts and take the eyes. Bit of death and carnage going on around here. Just give me a bass. I'll settle for one. One bass will do. That bait's doing my head in. It's just constantly flicking and splashing. Just picking apart. The different depth contours is run along the bank and 6 foot. Run along the bank out further, 10, 20 foot. I don't know what they're doing. There's not a lot of fish in here. Like this joint got a heap of water in the last floods. Obviously it holds water, it's an old quarry, but the floods come up from the river into here. I figured there'd be bass in here the first time we had a look on Google and found it. But there's not a lot. It's not like a stock body of water where they've thrown in, you know, 1,000, 10,000 bass. I reckon, you know, the amount that we've caught in the couple of sessions we've had in here, you know, it'd be lucky to be 50 bass in here, I reckon. Like real lucky. I think the most we've caught in a session is 3. And then one another time and one another time. Like it's slim pickings. If you get one though, it should be a good one. Won't be any babies breeding in here or anything, any offspring kicking around, so can't bloody bite. Okay. Jesus, half that ledge just disappeared. Might leave the camera on because I'll probably go arse over tit here. Oh shit. Jesus. I know what's going on. There's water running into this joint. That's why it's dirty. Everything's just eroding constantly. This is just a constant trickle. There's a couple of these I've crossed. There's just silt pouring in. Any excuse will do. Yeah. There, got him. Ah, dropped the poor bugger. There you go. Bare hand. That's how you catch a big dopey. See what that air is getting cool. Couple big swirls out here. I'll settle for a tarpon now. I'll settle for anything. Here comes that big eel again. Just going past in front of me now. Let's see if he eats the bait, eh? Oh, he's looking at it hardcore. He's coming up on it. He come right up looking at it. I don't want to hook him though. I want a bass. What are they? Like, come on. I know there's poon in here, but the bloody things don't like eating lures. There we go. Oh, what? I got the eel? You're kidding, aren't you? Bugger off. How'd I get that thing? I'll tell you what, it's a good knot. Oh, there it goes. Sorry, buddy. Must be too much to ask for one bloody bass. Coming down to the wire. Last cast. Where are we gonna go? We'll go a long one. Drop off there. Is it? Lucky last. Nah. That's it. Fish win. Alright, that's the end of the session. Looks like I got heaps of light, but that light's fading fast. This camera is letting a lot of light in, so that looks a lot brighter than it actually is. Yeah, I'm done. Terrible session, really. Hindsight, I probably should have swapped the baits around, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, confidence, I was confident in that bait I was throwing, so maybe a little overconfident. Probably could have mixed it up a little bit, but I only had 2 hours of light, so I pretty much figured if I froth this water up with that bait, I'd get, you know, at least a bass to bite. But yeah, it wasn't to be. Anyways, I'm out of here. I'm done. You know, give us a like, thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, subscribe. You know, we're moving along pretty good now, up over 2,000 subs, so it's awesome. It's actually 2,107 or something last I checked today, so it's going up pretty quick, so I'm really stoked. So massive thanks to all you guys for watching. So yeah, if you enjoyed that one, yeah, if you got any questions, hit us up, all that stuff, man. Cheers, eh? Catch you next time.